G'day and welcome back to our Rhineland block campaign in HoI 4. So at the moment we're just trying to trick Germany into attacking us on the Maginot line. Looks like it's going to work, at least in two provinces. Just need to make sure we don't actually lose those battles. It'd be kind of embarrassing. And yeah, another one down in what? Mulhouse? Millhouse. Alright, yep, he's actually stupid enough to do it now that we've pulled half our army back. Cool. Going to take a hell of a lot more battles for that to actually work, though. Should we pull other guys in? He's going to do it every now and then, but he's really not going to do it fast as we want him to. Just need to get our reinforcements in. It's all about the infantry equipment. Artillery, light tanks, motorized. Alright, oh, spotting left. Right. Republican intervention. They're in their civil war. What do we actually get for doing that? Well, we can't send volunteers anyway because we're at peace, so no. Leftist rhetoric gives us Maurice Torres, because what we're going to want to do is join the Comintern for a little while. France is not neighbouring the factions, only -10. France is at war, etc, etc. Yep. So this war could drag out for a while because it's going to take us a long time to at least get our army up to scratch. What are we looking at here? Infantry equipment is 1,000 days out. 200 days not producing motorized. Well, isn't that great? And yeah, a couple of years for the tanks. Okay. Motorized before them, but yeah, fine. How are we doing on support equipment? 85 up. Okay. Well, they're up to 17,000 losses. It's not too bad. Because we can do this at speed 5 for a while. Starting to weaken a little. And he's got other borders that he's going to keep some of his troops on, probably particularly Poland. Now I saw some planes get shot down. 46 fighters. He's throwing them in every now and then. Doing damage to enemy divisions at least. And yeah, he's just got all the stuff he needs to keep reinforcing him. Some Italians over here as well. And tension's pretty low. Now, we can't join the Allies, and we don't really want to, but I forget, what's the thing? We need world tension at 80%. Huh. I had no idea it was actually that high. I thought it was 50. Because that's when France always joined the Allies. But I guess that's because it's part of their actual thing. Alright. Oh, and he's gone and done his Siegfried line. That was a good reason that we should have actually stayed up there. What leftist rhetoric is coming? Communism on the rise. Yes, it is. Increased chance of a coup. And that is so damn slow. Alright, next focus is mobilization. We need... has to be current ruling party and 40% support. Alright, well, I guess we're going to go with... which one was it? Metropolitan France to get down to the research slots. Alright, and... concentrated industry. Can't do a counterattack there. Does he have a fort in this one? He does. So it'd be good to take now that he's built up the fort. If we can grab anything that's cheap and easy. Alright, his losses should be mounting though. Yeah, at least he's outdoing us. He does have more military factories is the big problem. I think as soon as we see this go in our favour, we'll be ready to pounce on them. Do we have any other... yeah, we've got one tank up there. Let's pull the tanks out so we don't have to replace losses to the tanks. Mechanised can stay in. That's another tank. No, that's in the back line. That's fine. Alright, well, at least they're attacking us, and can't actually get any way. Alright, mechanical computing and the engineers. So, reinforcements, always good. And then the construction speed, good stuff as well. Hate how France start with only 3 slots. So, by now, if we were playing as Japan, we almost would have taken over America. Yeah, feels like a fast start, but is kind of slow. I mean, we're still democratic, so it's about the quickest way France can get into a war. Alright, civilian factories would be nice. Get this building going faster so we can get started on the other stuff. Actually, let's get the next one into motorized. Alright, no way to get into there. They keep attacking from a couple of directions there. Yeah, they actually come in from 3. Actually, they come in from 4. That's cool. And he's lost double what we have. We've got more fielded manpower than him. Barely, I think. Should actually look each time he attacks us. That started on 67. 69, so this is about 2,000 in each round. Yep. And we lose pretty much nothing. 27, 25. Yeah, we literally lost nothing there. It's good. He's not very fond of us. And still building up the ships too, aren't we? Didn't actually check what the other things being made were. Battle cruisers, light cruisers. Guess when they finish, make some sub 2s. Troisième Région Naval. Good enough. Alright, expansion. Military factories. Thank you very much. And no, looks like the fascists are still going to win the Spanish Civil War. We're not going to... Well, we could spare the guys that are sitting behind there, because we don't really need them. We can't justify a war goal on them yet, anyway. And revisit the Maginot. Base unity... No. Communism. Thank you very much. Keep them nice and weak in the west, and then call the Soviets in to pounce on them when they try and do something to Poland. In the middle of the Great Purge at the moment. Oh god, the planes aren't even doing well anymore. Must have lost a lot of fighters. Alright, they demand the referendum. It is preferable. Actually, that... Oh, okay. It's on 51. Cool. So, French Commune, after losing the Civil War, became France anyway. And let's go over here. Can't ask to join the faction just yet, because we're at war. We're not neighbouring him. Let's see if he'll invite us later anyway. He wants to send us volunteers, though. Take his 5 men. Or, I guess, just come into the faction. Alright then. Call to arms. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, and... Ah, crap. Of course that brings Italy in. These guys... Go and defend in the mountains. And good thing we know that we don't need them, because they need to get down there quick smart. And we'll actually go down speed 4 and we'll set up the invasion of Italia. But not tell them to start. Now, Italy's usually pretty slow to actually move, so we should be able to get all our guys in. I don't think we'd be able to take him out of any of those. Although, look at this. It says we're stronger, surprisingly. Alright, so it is 37 now, so concentrated industry. Surely we're not stronger than the Germans in the north, though. You know what we'll do? We'll set these up as separate armies so we can see which one is actually stronger. Maxime Weigand, despite being an old guard, can be cautious. He's going to be the blue army. And how did that not set up? No, because that's, yeah, fair enough. Alright. Cancel all of that. You guys, get on there. And that's your thing. Yep, I reckon they're both stronger. Alright, radio. Too early for them. So, efficiency cap. And we've got a couple making motorised now, so let's knock this down. Probably down to the bottom for now. Alright, as long as these stay green, we're happy. We'll just hold the Germans there and focus on doing things to the Italians for a while. Yeah, now it's updated. Didn't think we actually had any chance of winning that. But most of this is mountainous, so we should be able to hold them back. And Italy has lost 13 men. Germans already 105,000, it's all good. Soviets have done a little bombing. Must be able to reach Ostpreußen. Alright, and we're not going to worry too much about avoiding that area, because that didn't work out how we wanted to anyway. So, yeah, once we're ready to go, we'll just push straight through. Now, Germany is probably still going to do Poland, but that is still 2 years out. Italy could do Yugoslavia, I think he does first, doesn't he? Now, problem's going to be, they're going to annex Austria. It's the end of this year, isn't it? Well, they started in December, finishes in February 38. Alright, military factories, give us the extra research slot. Thank you. And we're communist now, so we should go do the other thing as well. National mobilization. Extra recruitable pop doesn't matter yet, because we don't have the guns to put in their hands. But it is coming along. What have we got now? 157 days. Much better position. Long time for motorized. Really long time for the tanks. So let's get 3 or 4 of each of these. Let's just go to 5. And then they can keep filling out support equipment and towed artillery. You know, let's just do it like that. Yeah, that should work. Alright, green across the board still. Republican Spain would have lost his Soviet help as soon as we called the Soviets in as well. But they didn't seem to be doing too well. Alright, I would like to split the plains between northern and southern France, but I guess defending against Germany is more important than defending against Italy. And the Soviets must have sent somebody down there. No, it's just green anyway. Alright, construction. Again. Nice if they'd cut some guys off in there. So, they usually start off pretty equal. 31 to 59, 39 to 86. Yeah, really don't like the look of that. They're going to have a lot more. It's partially immobilised. He's still... No, he's got a war economy. Okay. We'll get rid of our disjointed government soon. Be able to actually get some political power. Alright, looking good on the Italian front. They've lost ridiculous numbers of troops. So, war of attrition, going well. And the fleet, right, what's Italy's fleet? Yeah, bigger than ours, so we want to keep our fleet in there. Until this war's finished and just, I don't know if we'd be able to get the Italian fleet to come out to help over here. Well, we'll use whatever fleet we've got ready in the English Channel to do the Brits after these two guys are gone. Backstab the Soviet Union eventually. I guess we just use them to take over all of Europe and then do our thing. If we just puppet everybody, I don't know. Not really doing a big blue blob, so if we just maybe do puppetry. No, decide that later. Alright, the Italians are a hell of a lot weaker than the Germans because they don't have the production. They only have... Wow. That's shot up. Probably, yeah, a few less factories than we do, by the looks. How's their breakdown? 30 to, call it 22. Yeah, we've got a lot more civilian, but they've got more military than us. But look at them just throwing their troops into the mountains. And it still says we're stronger than the Germans every now and then. And Earhart survived. Alright, he hasn't really pulled his guys out yet. Some Japanese cavalry attacking us across the river into the hill fort. And what's our gain rate? 1.36. Wow, that's not bad. What's our population? 43 million. A lot of eligible non-core. That'd be in Southeast Asia and Africa, mostly, I guess. And we'll give the Italians a little bit longer to suffer some extra attrition, and then we'll get this guy running at full pelt. Alright, extra research slots ready, and the purged Trotsky out of the Soviet Union. Now, we do kind of want to go here. What specifically is it? Just a 50% bonus. More factories than 70... Yeah, so we need to rush straight to that. Question is jets or nuclear. I guess we just go for the nuclear. Particularly for the... was it 2% research time bonus that we'll get from it. Otherwise, what do we need in 37? I think we're still just trying to get basic stuff here done. Got all of them. It's a little too soon for this, but it is a 3%. So, yeah, go that way. Then we'll start focusing on the equipment here once we get to 38. Because it'll be cheaper from that 3% reduction. Alright, I'm surprised this says we're stronger than the Germans. And any enemies ahead in the advancement direction, if there are any. Well, not that we could see them, but there probably are some over there in the cities. Alright, the Italians... It's like this guy hasn't actually attacked, he's just defending while everyone else moves. But Italy has lost yeah, way more. He's been psycho here because there's no forts for him to consider it's a bad idea. Guess this is somewhere the AI really needs to be improved. You never have a player losing all of his men doing that. You just get a stalemate like we had with the Germans to start with. Alright, and it also means we're going to pull our air force down here. Stick me in southern France to help out with creating additional Italian losses. Alright, what's his army size? It's a lot. Hopefully some still in Africa. We're only seeing 34. He's got a third of his army here, so we're going to have to deal with the others eventually. Alright, now he wants to stop attacking. He's testing the waters occasionally. I've lost a third of a million. Fielded manpower's in our favour, but we can't really tell because of the amount the Soviets are doing. Keeping them bombing up. Mongolia and Tanutuva. You've got a few men. Alright. Now he's doing what we want to do. So, it's probably going to be time to turn around, because if we have to worry about him stopping, we want to get him with low organisation. So wait for these guys here to drop. It's looking awesome. Alright, we'll let him keep attacking us for a bit longer. And we're at 37. I guess we'll get started on this one. Yeah, well, if they want to keep attacking, we'll keep waiting. As soon as they stop for a while, we'll turn around and just smash them. Yeah, now they've stopped. Alright, so it is time for us to do a run over to Palermo. And don't see any real problems. He's got lots of numbers, but what's their average? 20% strength along there. The city will be hard to take just because he's got this fully entrenched infantryman, which is actually just one of the colonial types. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break here, and when we come back, we will get started with the plains and the Alps as well. So, thanks for watching. See you soon.